All right, we're back. 5 minutes to go till tip off, but I'm going to bring you this broadcast here. They're wheeling out the table. They brought in the expert on this 04 team to help honor them. That's why I'm here. We're bringing out the trophy. We're going to have a video as well. Can't see too much of it at our angle. I apologize. There's Spencer Tollickson on the news. Again, not the best angle here, but pretty soon we're going to go down to Bob Downs on the sidelines to announce this 04 team as they're all sitting up watching their highlight video as we speak. There's Spencer Tollickson celebrating with Lee Isaacson. A hug for Eric Duzan. State championship win was over Burnsville. They ended up winning that game by, I believe it was 18. Player of the game was Buddy Tice, Jason Buddy Tice, who had up over 20 points. Not typically the scorer, kind of the floor general for that team. Deferred a lot of scoring to Spencer Tollickson, Andy Stark, Josh Korth, Nick Burns, Lee Isaacson. And we'll turn it over to Bob Downs.
49-47. And in the championship game, they beat Blaine by 16 points, 58-42. Our players for the 2004 state champions, number 11, Jason Tice.
First player announced, my old neighbor Jason Tice, as I mentioned, starting point guard on that roster. Spencer Tollickson, Golden Gopher alum, 4-year starter for the Gophers, Gatorade Player of the Year. Also my neighbor back in the day. Lee Isaacson came in as a junior to Chaska, moved in fresh. Ended up being the starting power forward on that team, brought rebounding and toughness. Eston Johnson, team funny man, worked off the bench, didn't get a ton of minutes as a senior, but he was always there to relieve the team. Nick Burns, sharp shooter and athlete. Starting shooting guard. Josh Korth, starting small forward. If you're wondering about that, he's 6'7", but he played like a guard, one of the most consistent players in Chaska history. Andy Stark, the X factor on that championship team. Came in off the bench a majority of the year, typically guarded the other team's player, including checking up J.D. Jones in the section championship game. Brett Chapman, junior that season, came in off the bench, backup point guard. Marty Greger, sophomore, backup forward center. And number 20, Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown, classmate of mine, backup point guard. And we're also going to give a shout out to Doug Sales, worked with the backcourt. One of the best coaches I've ever had my entire life, and truly probably the kindest person I've ever met. And Dan Pulowski, we were just calling his grandson's name on Tuesday night, Mike, a starter for Chanhassen. Dan coached for well over 20 years, and he left on the high note. That was the national championship. If you're looking for something funny to watch on YouTube, I believe after his Gatorade bath, he might have taken a little bit of a tumble, but he recovered pretty well and left with gold on his neck. Give a shout out to all of those guys and my buddies on that squad. As we take the little trip down memory lane. Again, that's Coach Doug Sales, Brett Chapman, Dan Pulowski, head coach. Backup guard, Tyler Brown. Nick Burns, starting shooting guard. Starting point guard, Jason Buddy Tice. Lee Isaacson, starting point guard. Starting center, Spencer Tollickson. Off guard, Andy Stark. Starting sophomore, Josh Korth. Backup center, Marty Greger. Congratulations to all those boys. And, of course, Eston. I didn't see Eston on the end, as I mentioned. Captain of morale. 22 seconds to go. That's going to do it for your Dwight Mack. I suppose we're going to call it a halftime show, halftime celebration. We're going to go ahead and reset. We'll step away for 1 minute, and we'll be right back here on Chaska Hawks Live.
Hi again, everybody. It's Emily Rome Welter of Edina.